people. Hey, hey, hey. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, y'all. I had two devices on. Hey, 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 hey. Um, I'm not gonna be on camera only because um yeah, I I need to let these Abby knows why I'm not on camera, but I need to let these pain meds kick in. I don't look kosher, so I'm just gonna stay off screen. But I still wanted to come on and push through and still have silly Saturday. I have been enjoying the last 2 days with my sisters, with my big sisters, and I needed to rest up a little bit this morning. Um, So I'm doing Silly Saturday from the bed. Hey, Abby. Hey, Danny. Hey, Locked Queen. Hey, KER Vixen. Um, Patty Duke, Danny Button, Jessica. Um, once the pain meds kick in, I'll be good. I just need to, they just need to kick in. But thank you for all of those. If you remember earlier this week, I said those of you all who did know the words of prayer, pray for me. And I thank you for your prayers. I'm doing well. Uh, no, they didn't wear me out. No, 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 Jonathan. There's very real reasons why. It wasn't that they wore me out. Actually, I probably um they kept telling me, "You sure you want to go?" I probably should just been in bed for the last 2 days, but I definitely wanted to go and have a good time and hang out with them and stuff. So yeah, hey little baby. So anyway, um, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. It is Saturday. We are silly. And yeah, it's silly Saturday. My internet has been going in and out for the last couple of days. So if it goes out, I'm on my laptop right now. If it goes out on the laptop, then I will switch over to my phone. But anyway, y'all, what's going on? What's going on? What is up? Um, y'all saw we've been having a good time hanging out with each other this weekend. Y'all see that, right? Y'all see we've been enjoying ourselves, not getting caught in the mess, the muck and mire, not getting caught in the foolery and foolala. And we just been enjoying ourselves and having a good time. I have a video coming probably I don't want to make no promises, but sometime this week. Because I told y'all I had one coming with the Deshaun Watson update. Every time I get ready to edit, to finalize my editing and publish the video and upload it, something new comes out. Like it's the never ending saga. And so I'm gonna just have to bite the bullet, release what I got, and then continue the updates because this whole Deshaun Watson thing is just like so involved, and there's so many parts of it. Because now one of the massages is alleging that she actually did finger his booty hole. Like, the other ones talked about him wanting them to massage his booty hole. Now one of them is saying, "Oh yeah, it was up. Oh yeah, I was up in there." And so it's a whole lot. There was not criminal charges involved, but now there are criminal charges that the Houston PD is thinking about having on him. The lawyer for most of the accusers has refused to submit his stuff to the Houston police department because one of the officers and detectives for the Houston department is the son of the attorney that Deshaun Watson has. Um, I have a whole part of it where I talk about ESPN and some of the sports outlets and the way they've handled it. It's very involved. I want to handle it like I did. If you remember when I did the video about about 2 years ago now, um, on Colin Kaepernick. Excuse me. When I did the video on Colin Kaepernick, and I really um pieced that together and unpacked all of that. So I do want to do an unpacking of this. Um, I'm trying to see if I can get Robert Littal on with me. If you don't know who he is, he's a, blogger and he does blacksportsonline.com, and I'm trying to get him on with me. But he'd be so busy though. But so he can help unpack it with me because it's a lot. And I know a lot of you all may not follow the Deshaun Watson situation, but if you don't know who he is, he's the quarterback of the right now of the Houston Texans, but they're trying to get him traded out of there, and it's just a lot been going on with that story. Very interesting, very intriguing. He is black. Speaking of, he is black. So yesterday there was an attack. Well, I don't know if you call it an attack. Someone rammed themselves through the barricades at the U.S. Capitol and killed two U.S. Capitol police. Now, now it's coming out. Well, just be clear. He has been shot and killed. Well, I don't know if he was shot, but he's no longer with us. He is expired. Hey, Jason, I know that's you from your troll page. Hey, Jason. Shondo, Shondo to you, Jason. Anyway, what was I about to say? My brain just went blank. Oh, so a lot of things, as you can probably imagine, are coming out this morning, and come to find out, dude was black. Um, that is one of those situations where you'd be like, really, really, really. I know, Jason. What you say? You troll properly. I know. I know your troll page. I know. I knows it when I sees it. Anyway, that just made me laugh, and I should not be laughing right now. Oh man. But anyway, yeah. Come to find out, they're saying that dude was black. I'm gonna tell you his name. See if I can't get the photo of him. Um, hold on. I don't know. Um, hold on. Hold on. His name is Noah Green. He is 25. Um, and he's out of Indiana. Nice looking guy too. Um, let me see if I can't get the picture of him put up. Hold on. Mm. Hey, E. Starkey. Hey, Mr. Pisces. So it is, but they have identified him as Noah Green. He's a black man. He's from Indiana, and he is the guy who they are saying is responsible for the yeah, they're saying he's the one responsible for the attack. So I don't know. I can't get it to come up, y'all. I apologize now. My internet is doing wacko things again, so I'm not gonna even try it. But if you look him up, if you look up the name, if you Google the name Noah Green, it should come up. Um and he is the guy that I want to put it up, but I can't right now because um my internet is doing wacky shit and I don't want to disturb the internet anymore. Um than it already is. Hey, Mr. Pisces. Hey, E Starkey. Shondo. This ain't even Comcast. This is AT&T. We had Comcast and then switched over to AT&T because everybody's phone services with AT&T and T, and it was kind of easier to package it that way, but now it's looking like yeah, that might not be the move. So I might go back to Comcast because this AT&T is oh Lord. Anyway, um what was I about to say? But anyway, yes. That is who it is alleged. Thank you, little baby. Thank you, little baby. See, that's why I got good mods. That's why I got good mods. So, yeah, that is, I remember having this same feeling, like, really, they had to be black when we had the DC snipers and we found out that the DC sniper was black. I did listen to the song. I told you I listened to it. Mr. Pisces, I sent the reply. I said it was cute. Mr. Pisces sent me this song, this collab between Kiera Sheard and Nick Cannon. They redid Fred Hammond's No Weapon Formed Against Me Shall Prosper. And Nick Cannon was, trying to sing and stuff. It was like, okay. I mean, stick to hosting television shows and comedy, Nick Cannon. I mean, I ain't gonna disparage him too tough, but you ain't no singer. I mean, Kiera sounded good, but Nick, you need to let it go. Let it go, Nick. Let it go. But it was cute for what it was worth. It was cute. Um, no whites were killed on January 6th, but y'all couldn't subdue one black child. Child. Um, no, I said it was cute, Mr. Pisces. I did. I said it was cute. Don't get it twisted now. Look, Nick Cannon is my husband in my mind. I loves me some Nick Cannon now. I'll fuck you up by Nick. That's my Nicky Poo. Child. I fights and windmills. Um, I mean, Kiera is all right. She will never be her mom to me. I'm sorry, and maybe I'm old school, but Kiera is good. I like Kiera, but she never gonna have it like her mama did. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. From what I hear, they did give some stats. I think from the stuff I read. Hold on. He wasn't that big. He was like, if I remember correctly, from what I read, he was like 5. He was like 5'11". Hold on. I know I ain't going crazy. Where is it at? Damn it. Oh boy, I would lose my head if it wasn't attached. Let me go back. Hold on. Oh, damn it. Okay, so um 5'11", 180 pounds. Right. And like you said, they ain't killed not one white person when they made their way into the building and killed and maimed officers. None of them managed to die or get. Well, I'm sorry, the white lady did get killed. Let me take that back. The white lady did get shot and killed. But hell, they were all the way in the building. Now, I'm not going to make it like he didn't do anything. He had no business ramming himself into the Capitol and fencing around the Capitol building um and killing two police officers. Let's be clear. There's no apologizing. He was a cutie, little baby. He apparently played football. He played DB for child, I can't remember. I was reading it. But anyway, um what was I about to say? I'm not making light of what he did because there are two dead Capitol police officers right now whose families are grieving and mourning right now. Um, However, it's over and over and over. You all manage to make sure that the black person, when they are the the culprits, y'all make sure they don't make it to the paddy wagon. Y'all make sure y'all say, yeah, just call the coroner. We ain't doing none of this. Don't even worry about bringing the paddy wagon. Just call the coroner. No, we won't be needing no handcuffs. No, no. Just call the coroner. But um, but now when it's white people, y'all want to follow every letter of the law. Now, oh, every person deserves their day in court. Oh, we need to make sure that we understand they're innocent until proven guilty. Oh, we need to consider all of the things that may have contributed to them getting to the point where they wanted to do this. Oh, I can't believe that this would happen. I really need to make sure it is, they find all kinds of excuses and ways to, explain away these things when it's white people and make sure that they make it to court. Make sure that they have, their day in court. Where is our black asses? We ain't got no day in court. No, no, you can't. No, you can't go to court. You going straight to the morgue. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Who am I? Who am I? Child. I'm not gonna get. I can't get all up and I can't get all riled up this morning. I can't. Like I said, I'm playing through the pain, and I'm on here. I don't want to cause any more pain on myself. So I am not gonna let these people and their sugar diabetes um and stuff like that. So so I don't know how much y'all want to know or care, but I'm gonna talk about it a little bit anyway. Um, some stuff was been put out over the last couple days, between Stevie J, um, Faith, and Jocelyn. where first Faith alleged that Stevie J was still sleeping with Jocelyn when they first got together, and she had a problem with that. Jocelyn, never to be outdone. Joseline, never to be outdone in the fuck shit and fuckery. Um, came back and said, "Oh, bitch, I know you don't think you finna just come out here talking about me, bitch." So Jocelyn dropped some stuff on her Instagram. She says, and I'm reading the quote now. This old bitch needs to keep her bricks out her way. Keep the bricks out her way. I ain't been with that man in 4 years. I'm happily with ballistic beats. Every time my TV show's about to drop, this old wore down, melted bitch got something to say to stay relevant. Bitch, you a hoe. Your own husband told me, and my husband last week. Your own husband told me and my husband last week you cheated on him with young niggas and you do all the time. Now talk about your crazy ass kid that almost killed Bonnie under your watch. I have your husband on recording begging for my forgiveness because Bonnie could have gotten killed by the animal you call son. That's why she's never been under your care since. Bitch, go make a song. And for your information, you've been sucking Stevie dick for years. I don't know what that means. I guess that's supposed to be even before I dropped his sorry ass. Bye ho, and go watch my three TV shows that you're currently playing on national. That's are currently playing on national TV and streaming networks. Faith has not responded yet. So Faith came out first, and then Joseline decided she's never going to be outdone. Now Joseline is alleging that Faith is around here being a whole ass cougar. Hey, Nappy Child. Hey, Shakira. Hey, Patty Duke. Hey, Monk Chip. Joseline is out here saying, "Hey, bitch, you over here talk about me. Let's talk about the fact that you out here get your box blown out and get your box beat in by young niggas all over the country. Let's talk about the fact that you was sucking Stevie J dick even when I was still with him." Listen, it's the bad English and bad grammar for me. She's also alleging that Faith Evans' son almost got Bonnie Bella did something to Bonnie Bella where Bonnie Bella was either injured or almost injured or something like that. I don't know, but anytime you involve Joseline, this shit is gonna get ugly. And it's gonna get ugly big real fast, and it's gonna be big ugly. Now, do I believe Joseline? I I'm leaning toward believing. I'm not gonna say I believe 100% all of what she said, but I think that Joseline had an axe to grind, and when Faith came out her mouth, Joseline said, "Oh, bitch." Oh, bitch, you think you just finna just roll out and just say all this stuff about me and I ain't gonna say that? Because y'all know how Jocelyn is. Jocelyn is you slap me, I'm gonna take this 2x4 or this big ass shovel and slap you back with it. That's just how she works. Hey, Monk Chip, I hope you're feeling better or continuing to feel good and be asymptomatic, I should say. Now, do I think that this is conveniently calculated? because as much as Jocelyn is saying, "Oh, you always got my name in your mouth when I'm about to drop a show," but Jocelyn, you know this kind of publicity and stuff helps your show anyway. So how do I know that you and Faith and Stevie ain't in this shit together and y'all ain't, got this made up beef that y'all ain't, concocted together to help you in that raggedy ass show that you about to come out with. And I don't even know what show she cut. Can somebody inform me of what shows this is that she's talking about that's gonna be all over network television? Okay, good. I'm glad you still feel fine. Me on the other hand, Monk Chip, I'm I'm the one who need thoughts and prayers, dear God. But I need somebody to let me know um what shows these are because yeah. Oh, Jocelyn's Cabaret on WeTV. Um, okay. I don't think I saw the trailer or anything for that. So basically, so what you're saying, WeTV is what you're saying is this gonna come out harsh and people not gonna like me, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Y'all just up for putting any kind of trash on y'all network. That's what you're saying, right? WeTV. Like we just here for all the trash. Why don't you just call yourself We Are Trash TV? We are trash TV. We are trash TV. Hey Fayette, that's not gonna come out popular because people are on that network and people thank you Monk Chip, because people are on that network and I applaud anybody that gets the opportunity to be on network or cable television and so forth. However, however, this is We TV. We are trash TV. Weak TV. Whatever monikers you want to place on it that describes it as being trash, go ahead and put it on there. This shit is trash. And I think that because they may be losing viewership or their ratings have gone down, they've reduced themselves to putting trash out there because now they can dangle two nickels or rub two nickels together and dangle that in front of people and say, oh, it's going to cost us 25 cents to make your show and put it on our channel, and we ain't got to pay you that much. So we'll do that as opposed to some of the other shows that they used to have where they was having to pay them people money. You don't see um Mary wasn't Mary on WeTV? Or was that Bravo? I think it was WeTV. You don't see Mary on now. And part of that is because not just because we know Tina and her thing, but part of it was from what I was reading, um contract issues as well, where they were saying, listen, we need more money, and WeTV was like, yeah, we ain't got them kind of coins like that. I thought maybe I'm wrong. I think they were on WeTV. Was Mary on WeTV? Somebody tell me. Okay. Right. You know what I'm saying? They had SWV on there. So they were having shows with actual, I ain't gonna say A-list celebrities, but B, C-list celebrities. Now they're just a fucking dumpster fire. And hey, Miss Trisha P, what's going on, boo? They're a fucking dumpster fire. and now they just drawing at straws, trying to find the next big thing that they can buy, or they can tap into for cheap early on, hoping that it becomes big, and then make a lot of money off of that person without perhaps spending a lot of money. And then when the person, if the person does get on WeTV, I mean not WeTV, does get big and asks WeTV for a contract extension and for more money, they're gonna be looking like, mm-mm, nah. And so they'll look for the next piece of trash to promote. Because let's be clear, Joseline is trash. She's trash. She's trash. She is gutter snipe as bottom of the barrel, woe out coochie trash. Joseline is from Miami. The stories of that cooch being drugged from every corner of Miami-Dade County, even the corners out there by the Everglades and stuff like that, is all around the greater South Florida Tri-County area. That whore was faking it when she was pushing that baby out, talking about, I cannot. Girl, yes, you can. Girl, as many tow trucks that you done had ran off in that freeway that you call a cooch, Josely. Girl, girl, girl. Now, I mean, I agree, Josely. I mean, I agree about Josely. She does make for good television, monkship. Josely does. However, at a certain point, it gets to the point where you gotta evolve and do more, be more, and give us more. And for all of your yapping and flapping your gums about you being an artist, hello, Faith Evans has a storied career in music. You have a storied career as a skank on a pole. Okay. Your storied career peaked on a show by Mona Scott Young, where you got paid in pop secret popcorn coupons. Let's be clear. So if Faith Evans wants to flex a little bit, Joseline, and she wants to suck a little peen, and she wants to be a good cougar. And let's be clear, Joseline, you ain't that young either, whore. Anyway, but if Faith wants to be a cougar and get her back blown out by men's in their 20s and 30s, let that woman live. And you want to make her feel bad. Listen, when you are married to a Stevie J, I think the arrangement in that type of marriage probably is um wait, oh, you need the church lady gift. Okay, hold on. Anyway, but let's be clear, she was getting pop secret popcorn coupons as payment by Mona Scott Young.
Holy Ghost will tell you, don't wait at the church. You can win it. He called my mama say, Jesus. I wish somebody help me.
That was for you, Button Jessica. That was for you. Shouts out to Jessica, newest member of the Mod Squad. Jessica, send me a message on IG so I can add you to the Mod Squad chat in IG and that stuff. Anyway, but yeah, I don't want. I mean, Joseline came back. ready for Faith. Now I'm gonna say this to you, Faith. I love you down, Faith. Love you down. But we all looked at you sideways when you got with the likes of a Stevie. Okay. Hey, KER Vixen. Oh, I think you was already in here. I think I just didn't say hey to you. And let's be clear. If it's a war of words in social media, I don't think you want to go at Hosaline because Hosaline is about that life. She's about the dragging you up and down Al Gore's good internet across social media um life. Okay. She's all about that life. So I don't know if you want to do that. I think all you want to do is say to her like that. See, she's the one where you have to tell her, honey, look at my bank account and look at yours. Look at my resume and look at yours. I don't need to do this with you. Yeah, that's what Abby, that's what little baby was telling me that they about to do Joseline's cabaret on track We Are Trash TV. We Are Trash TV. Okay. And oh child, sorry y'all. Let me have something to drink. Child. Abby, the pain meds are just starting to kick in. They're just starting to kick in. I'm starting to feel better. Child. Anyway, I just had to give Evie an update. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah, I don't think Faith Evans really wants that kind of smoke with Josele, not over social media. Now, I do think, like I said, I can't help but think that this is a um some type of concocted firecrotch QB-esque story in order to get to ramp up news I mean energy for this new season of her show that's coming on We Are Trash TV. I do believe that. So hold on y'all. Anybody, yeah, I definitely believe that. That's possibly the story. So, it is what it is. I'm not saying Faith can't hold her own, but when you talk about a war of words between um Faith Evans and Jocelyn on social media, yeah, I think that Jocelyn will win that. I think Joshua will win that. I'm pretty sure Joshua will win that. Not why I'm saying Joshua. Jocelyn will win that. Hey Regina, what's up? But I think listen, that Jocelyn is built for that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Jocelyn wants to fight with and combat with people over social media and stuff like that's what she does. But in terms of talent, yeah, we know it's all Faith Evans. I think Jocelyn is probably upset about the fact um that Faith is with Steve because if you expect me to believe that Jocelyn is fully over Stevie, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So um oh Speaking of more celebrity news, so in and I spoke earlier about the story that never ends with Deshaun Watson. Clearly, the T.I. and Tiny story is the story that never ends. So now um there's a new accuser, and this victim claims that some of the same old, that she was quote drugged, forced to take tons of Molly and X, and sex trafficked in 3 states, end quote. So now, in addition to them having their own romp in the haze, sex party, rape scenes that they had in their own private homes, where they were forcing women against their will, allegedly, to have sex with them and do all kinds of illicit acts. It didn't just stop there. Oh no. Now there are allegations that there is sex trafficking involved. So now we got T.I. and Tiny becoming whole ass pimps. They got a whole ass sex trafficking ring going on now, where now they pimping girls out across state lines and stuff like that. This is a whole ass mess. Do you hear me? A whole mess. I said from the beginning, everybody wanted to make it out like it was just T.I., 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 T.I. I have said and maintained from the beginning that this involves Tiny just as much as it involves T.I. Hey, Amber, Tiny is as much involved with this. Hell, for all we know, she might be the one running the show, and T.I. might be the sidekick in this, for all we know. Now they're about to try to have this versus battle between SWV and Escape on Mother's Day, I think it is. But my question is this: people wondering, will Candy be there? My first question is, will Tiny ass be there? Because is you just gonna nilly willy roll your ass out there in front of millions of people? Because you know the comment section on Instagram is gonna go all the way the fuck left. If Tiny rolls her ass out there on screen when they have this good versus battles, listen, I'm gonna be right there. The trolls are gonna be up in that dog on stream in the Instagram feed, lighting her ass up. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Oh, they're gonna have a fucking field day. If anything, they need to have the Scott sisters out there. Go. I mean, I feel like Candy's gonna come only because Candy is about a coin, okay? Um, and Candy is about any opportunity she can to expand her brand and push product. And she probably knows full well that the versus battle, especially one with Escape and SWV, is going to have millions and millions of eyes on it. Okay, listen, I think Candy will be there, and I think what will happen is the rest of the group is going to tell Tiny, "Hey, boo, don't do this. Mm-mm. Listen, the comment section on the versus battles already be going real fast, baby. And see, the dangerous part is they don't have mods that I know of on Instagram. So it's gonna be a free for all. If Tiny brings her ass on that goddamn screen, God, I'm not supposed to be yelling, Lord. I mean, laughing, Lord God. If Tiny brings her ass on this goddamn screen, listen, listen. It's gonna be a fucking explosion. Do you hear me? Just a fucking landmine of fuck shit and fuckery that's about to go up and down in that doggone chat. You never seen a versus battle monk chip? They're pretty good. To me, the best one to me is still the Brandy versus Monica and the Erica Badu versus Jill Scott. Your troller is going to be on to listen. I already know Jason. Listen, Jason. You and the rest of the troll community are going to be. It's gonna be Christmas. It's gonna be a national holiday for you and the rest of the troll community if Tiny brings her ass on that goddamn screen. Okay, you hear me? But but let me tell you, the best verses were those two. And the reason I say those two verses were the best is because the two artists were equally matched in terms of not just in terms of vocal ability, but in terms of catalogs. And I think that's what made, even though I love Auntie Patty and Auntie Gladys doesn't have the catalog that Patty has. And so it became an unfair fight because they didn't even play most of the songs that Patty has, and they had already started to replay some of Gladys's songs because they had started running out of songs. So I think, yeah, I didn't think that was a good battle. I loved seeing them, together, but it just wasn't fair. Child, that Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire tomorrow is about to be everything. I told you, I'm just here to see Verdine's hair because Verdine's hair is going to be laid for the gods. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Listen, you know how when Auntie Patty and Auntie Gladys was on verses and y'all, everybody got their mamas and their aunts and their grandmas out and showed them how to use the Instagram to watch it. And you sat there while they was in the kitchen cooking and listening to the verses, making pies and cakes and good old home cooked meals. The Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire is when you get your granddaddy, your uncles, and your daddy out, and they, break out, them gators. Okay, when they break out some of that old spice, some good cologne. You know what I'm saying? Where they break out it's because tomorrow is Easter, so they're gonna be in full spectrumed out pastel colored Easter suits. The Stacy Adams will be out. Do you hear me? The Gators will be out tomorrow. The Crocodiles will be out. Listen, tomorrow is Christmas for people like the Larry Nelsons of the world and stuff like that because the pinstripe zoot suits, the 3/4 length jackets, the suits that got 14 buttons. Okay, 14 buttons. How you even fit 14 buttons on a suit is beyond my level of comprehension. But they gonna have it on tomorrow. All of that is gonna be out in full effect. Y'all can bring all the pimps out. They ain't even got to be church going. They could be your local pimp, your uncle who ran the trap back in the day. Listen, listen. When I tell you a puff of not weed, we going old school reefer is gonna go in the air where people hear drifting on a melody. Ooh. Listen, a giant puff of reefer and a simultaneous swig of dark liquor in a glass, because we ain't drinking it out no either dark liquor in the glass or a pint of Mad Dog 2020 wrapped in a brown paper bag is gonna be put to the head. You hear me? You got to have either classy based, meaning you got you a short drinking glass, no ice, no chaser, just some good brown liquor, or you hood ghetto alley as fuck and you got MD 2020 in a pint, wrapped up tight in a brown paper bag, and you take it to the head. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Oh, mason jar. So yeah, you can have your mason jar too. But that's where you got to show all your uncles and your granddaddies and your daddy how to work Instagram tomorrow. Because they're gonna be here for Earth, Wind, and Fire versus the Isley Brothers. I'm just telling you what I know. And afterwards, don't come a knocking on Mama and Daddy Doe. Because Mama is gonna be happy because she knows it's gonna be some Viagra, some Blue Chews, some Cialis, some Levitra. What's the new stuff that they take now? It's a new stuff called it's little shots now. Now they have it everywhere. It's like a little shot. You could buy it. You take the little shot. It works with alcohol. I think it's called Hard Steel. I saw it at the gas station. You know, the gas station had a little thing. It was like, yeah, they got the new shots now. You take it, you drink it. It's like a little shot, like almost like a 5 hour energy type shot deal. You take that bad boy and it work with the alcohol in like 20, 30 minutes. Child, listen, after the versus battle is going down. Now, granddaddy, uncle, and daddy only gonna give you a good 10, 15 minutes of loving. But that 15, 10 minutes is gonna be intense. Do you hear me? Just tell you what I know. All this is going down tomorrow. Please be prepared. Child, in the morning, they're gonna be at church celebrating He is risen. Later that night, after the verses battle, your mama, your grandma, and your aunt is gonna be saying, "Oh, he has risen," because it's gonna be risen. Okay. Yeah, you say people gonna pregame with Johnny Taylor and Betty Wright, child. Child, trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. They're gonna have all the old school colognes, okay? Brute, cool water, Issey Miyake's, all the old school colognes. Do you hear me? All the old school colognes. Okay, this versus is sponsored by Blue Chew. You okay? Blue Chews, honey. Um, what I need is now if they smart, what I need is the DJ to have because I don't need the DJ to play none of this on digital music. I need it all on vinyl because I need it to all sound like it's being played on an old school record player. Because I need to hear the faint sounds of the dust particles on the vinyl as it hits the needle. I need all of that. Do you hear me? All of it. All of it's tomorrow. All of it's going down tomorrow. All of it. And we're going to be here for it. Here for all of it. I just don't know who's going to win now. If you just going to keep giving me old school, I would love to see um if you're going to do a posthumous old school, give me a Luther versus Teddy P. If it's got to be people who are still alive, give me let me think about this. I'm thinking of like crooners, people who just give me a Jeffrey Osborne because he just be singing. Jeffrey Osborne just singing, just crooners. Versus, let me think about this because it's got to be somebody who's been around for a minute and just can sing, just can flat out sing. Oh yeah, little baby. See, if you're gonna give me a posthumous one, yeah, give me a Luther versus Teddy P. Because Luther is gonna sing the house down. Teddy P gonna yell at you. Okay, Teddy P is gonna yell. He gonna start off real good, but at some point, that young man is gonna yell at you. Okay. Ooh, yes, Fayette, like a Joe. Yes. You know, now the only difference is Joe is the generation after. Like Joe is my generation. Whereas I was born off of like my mom and dad tells me I was conceived off of a song with Jeffrey Osborne and LTD. I don't well, Case and Joe have collabed before. They have Faded Pictures. Um, I think Joe has a bigger repertoire than Case. Um, to me, I like Joe. Case can sing down. Now, two even though now if you just want and that's why I say with the versus battles, I can't see it just being a battle of vocal ability. Really, it to me, it's a battle of the catalogs and the songs that they have. Because if you're giving me vocal ability, I would love to see a Joe versus a Carl Thomas, something like that. Because Carl Thomas sings down. Do you hear me? Joe sings down. That if you wanna just go off of verses, I mean, vocal ability, those 2 I would love to see. Oh, yeah, Faded Pictures was my jam. I love that song. I love what they d I love how they, played off of each other vocally with the riffs and with the ad libs on Faded Pictures. It was just that was a great song. That was for, I think the first Rush Hour. Rush that was back in the day when you still had movies that had great soundtracks. To me, I still would never forget the little Asian girl singing Mariah Carey in that damn limousine. That always that little Asian girl singing fantasy in that limousine before she got snatched up is iconic. Do you hear me? Listen, because y'all know Mariah Carey is the queen. I don't fuck off about Mariah. But I love seeing her sing. I like Avant too. I love me some Avant. I still think Avant sang Christopher Cross's song better than Christopher Cross. Because Avant's remake of Sailing was my shit. Do you hear me? Girl, girl. But yeah. I would love now they're talking about verses if eh, I don't think we've had enough good versus battles in the rap game, old school. I would love to see now go with me here. I would love to see a KRS-One versus Rakim, which those 2 are old school rappers, and to me, 2 of the top 5 rappers probably to ever live. I'm just saying those if I'm going rap, I would love to see those 2. Um, in about because Rakim and KRS-One are lyricists. If I'm going another lyricist who I would love to see battle is um Pap, because Pap just I would love to see I want to see a Pap versus somebody like Jay-Z because both of them or Nas because people don't know about Pap, but Pap is somebody who you don't want any parts of in terms of lyrics. Guy versus New Edition. Um, would I be here for that? I guess. I think that New Edition has a bigger catalog than Guy, but I mean, I guess. Mhm. Speaking of which, did y'all see and I put it on my Instagram a couple days ago when they had the Soul Train Awards last weekend. Was that the Soul Train Awards? I think it was the Soul Train Awards last weekend. And DJ Cassidy, y'all know he does the little Pastor Mikes, and he did one after the BET Awards, I think it was, where he had all of the 80s um R&B singers. But he did one this past Saturday after the Soul Train Awards and had all of those 90s artists on there. Listen. Oh, it was the NAACP Awards. Thank you. Um, he don't owe me nothing. Listen, he brought out some people. Listen, Brownstone alone gave me everything I needed, which them efforts still sounded good. Brownstone gave me. He had Genuine on there. He had Soul for Real. It's not really a cipher. What he does is he brings those artists on to come on and sing their to come on and just sing their stuff. Let me see if I can I know I'm not gonna do it because well, I'll get all kinds of copyright. But I can put the link in the chat. Hold on. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold on. I can put the link in the chat because oh boy. Hold on, y'all. Cause that was a good one. But DJ Cassidy is a DJ and oh here it is. All right, so let me put this in the chat. They need some mini verses, quick 5 hits with some small but great catalogs. Let me get a Lauren Hill versus someone she could destroy in 5 songs. Hey, it's me, D. Child, Brownstone look good too. I'm gonna put it in the chat. The link to it in the chat. Hold on. There's the link. Oh, Nappy Child already beat me to the punch. There you go. Nappy Child already did it. Yeah, Brownstone did look good. The Five Fingers of Death. Listen, Pap. Ooh, Pap is Pap ain't nothing to be fucked off with. Thank you, Nappy Child. Nappy Child already put the link. I put the Instagram link. Nappy Child put the YouTube link. So I ain't saying click off this video right now, but do that. Y'all give me a second. I gotta use the restroom real fast. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So, um, and if you follow DJ Cassidy, or you subscribe to his channel, I'm subscribed to his channel. But if you follow him and subscribe to his channel, he does pass the mics all the time. And he's been doing them for a while where he will just And I be like, how do you find these people? Because he be bringing people out of hiding that you ain't seen in like decades, and he will pull them out of hiding. It's calling me. Oh, I know who that is. I'm just saying. Now we gotta tell Lauren the verses starts at 2 p.m. so she can be on the. You gotta tell her the day before. You gotta tell her the night before. You gotta tell her the night before. Be like, listen, the verses is at 10 a.m. You tell her the night before, she might get there by 3 or 4. I'm just saying. Just saying. Oh boy, but yeah, DJ Cassidy, he does those things. I like I said, I have no clue as to how he gets these people to come out of hiding, but he be getting them people to come out and they come on and they sing, and most of them still sound really good. Um, so yeah, yep. So that'll be a little treat. Something else. Listen, I done been on here overnight. I had said to myself, I'm only gonna be on doing. I had said I probably only gonna have a 30-minute silly Saturday. I already been on here over an hour, and I ain't even talked about one of the things that that I wanted to talk about. Now, right now, he does look weird. He does look weird, but hey, I ain't mad at it. As long as he give me good music, I'm not looking. So we have a quagmire going on right now. Right now, Georgia has passed suppressive laws with regard to voting for people here, and there has been this um, movement to boycott companies that supported the law or gave money to it. And now even more wide ranging and spreading is um boycott Georgia altogether. Um and so for example, Major League Baseball was supposed to have their all-star game in Georgia this summer, and they pulled out. Hey Boogie L, and said yeah, they did. The one that they did the other that I'm talking about, they had Soul for Real on there. Little baby, listen, DJ Cassidy be bringing out all the people. I don't know how he do it, but yeah. What I owe y'all? Wait, I owe y'all. What I owe y'all? I mean, I don't know what y'all talking about in the chat. Yeah, but the thing about the Soul for Real one is and you got to know what you know to know what it is. Um the guy who sang the lead on Candy Rain, because they sang Candy Rain, but the guy who sang the lead on Candy Rain, remember he recorded that song before his voice changed. When his voice changed, it got really deep. But his brother, who sang lead on that other song they had, Every Little Thing I Do, You're on My Mind. He his voice, after all of their voices changed, ended up being the highest of them all. And so when they came on the past the mic with DJ Cassidy, that's that brother who's actually singing the lead on Candy Rain instead of the original brother who sang it on the track that we all know and love. So yeah. Um but back to what I was saying. So you have Major League Baseball has pulled out and said we're not going to have the All-Star game in Atlanta because we don't want to look like we're in support of a state and give money to a state that is, making laws that um um that is suppressing people's right to vote and so forth and so on. You have people talking about boycotting Delta. You have people talking about boycotting Coca-Cola. You have people talking about boycotting Georgia in terms of the television industry simply because a lot of people aren't aware. Look at a lot of movies and TV shows, and at the end of the closing credits, you'll see a Georgia peach because a lot of shows have moved from taping in Hollywood and New York to taping in Georgia. And so Georgia has made a lot of money and a pretty penny that way. And so in order to put some teeth behind the fact that people don't agree with what Georgia has done, they're pulling out, trying to do things that you know doesn't help Georgia in terms of getting the money that they used to give. Um, so well, here's the thing. Um, while that's happening, while you have individuals who are now making the decision, wow, I'm gonna have to look at that DMX in critical condition. I just saw that y'all posted that. I'm gonna have to look that up and see what that's all about. Anyway, hey Tamika, Sean Double. But anyway, so you got people, when they go to their local restaurant and stuff, saying, "Hey, I don't want no parts of anything. If you got Coke, give me water, give me tea." Mind you, Coke does make a lot of the companies that make tea as well. And that's why I say it becomes a very hard feat and task to do. However, Stacey Abrams, who voted suppression, is her bread and butter. Her fight for voted against voter suppression, that's her bread and butter. She has now come out and said um people need not boycott Georgia just yet. She's saying, no, you stay, you fight, and you fight tooth and nail. Don't boycott Georgia. And so people you get into a bit of a quagmire now because she's making, points about, hey, you know, it's not time yet to, pull out of Georgia or not um put your money into Georgia. Now is the time to stay and to fight and things like that. And then you have people on the other side, and so forth, saying, nah, we can't continue to give money to entities that mean us no good. And so, I mean, it you see, I'm kind of wrestling with this because in order for Georgia in some other states like Georgia, like Florida, where you have um, government, meaning the governor's mansion as well as the state legislature, overrun with racist, bigoted people. How else are you going to affect these people? Who is this? I'll call you back. How else are you going to affect these people? Because I, by no stretch of the imagination, think that a Georgia and their state legislature is ever going to run blue. Were they able to get um these senators? Sure. You want to know why? Because vote for senator is a statewide thing. So it's almost like when you're voting for president, where it's voted the whole state. And so even though you have all of these rural areas, the numbers in the major metropolitan areas, um, were able to exceed those of the rural areas. But when you're talking about state legislatures, that's different. Now you're talking about every district having a representative. And in places like Georgia and Florida, there are much more rural districts than there are metropolitan ones. And so what that means is you have the propensity to have more of the racist, bigoted, backwood ass thinking people running state legislatures. And so even if best case scenario, let's say in 2022, when the Georgia governorship is up for election, let's say good best case scenario, Stacey Abrams gets in there. If Stacey Abrams becomes governor and you still have a Republican led state legislature, you're about to have a real big problem because Stacey Abrams isn't going to be able to do a whole lot because that state legislature is going to fight her tooth and nail, and it's going to make it very difficult. I I just don't know where I like. I think I understand Stacey and I understand the other side, and I think right now people are just throwing things out there at the wall to see what sticks. But let me first start by saying Stacey Abrams, Democratic Party, and all of those other people, y'all knew this stuff was coming before it got passed into law. And even though y'all are screaming holy hell now, y'all are doing that after these laws have been passed. Where were y'all when these bills matriculated up the House and the Senate within the state of Georgia? Where were y'all then? Where were y'all screaming holy hell, saying call your local state representative and your state senator in order to let them know that you're not in agreement with these laws? Why were y'all not screaming holy hell then? Because I'm gonna tell you, on this very channel, we've been screaming holy hell about voter suppression laws coming since January. Have we not? We've been screaming that since January. And I don't know that the Democrats and the blue people whose job it is to be watching this stuff did enough to get the word out there and did enough really to put up a fight. It'd be one thing if they were screaming holy hell from the beginning and this stuff passed, and now they're like, listen, we told y'all we've been saying this for a long time. Y'all needed to listen to us. It's a different story when y'all do like they're doing now after the bills have passed, signed into law. Now y'all want to scream bloody murder when you should have been screaming that way back when this bill first was introduced on the floor. Therein is the problem. being reactive doesn't help you a whole lot. It helps more to be proactive. You had to know that there was going to be hell to pay in a state like Georgia after they were not able to, one, secure Georgia for Cheeto Man, and two, even after that, secure the Senate, both Senate seats for the Republican Party. You had to know there was going to be some backlash. You had to know there was going to be some recourse for that. You had to know that. You should have been prepared. And now the dangerous part of it is, whereas a lot of focus is being made on some of the rules and laws by which are making it harder to vote early or making it harder to vote absentee and things like that. The most dangerous part of this is the fact that they've written into law that the state legislature can certify and decide winners of elections regardless of what the voters voted in the popular vote, and regardless as to the federal certification of elections. They made pass law saying they could do that at any point prior to the inauguration. That's what we got going on. And I don't know. I gotta I'm gonna have a the politics of it all later this week because I'm really following this. It's still There's still, like I said, a quagmire, and there's still some dissension in the ranks amongst the Dems about what to do and how to do it. But they need to decide fast because Georgia isn't the only state, and there are other states quickly ramping up and revving up to pass legislation to do the same as Georgia. You know, you got Arizona over there where Jason is. You got Florida has legislation that has already hit the floor in the state house. So we got to start to really um have the Democratic parties come to some consensus on how to attack these things and what decisions need to be made about how to move forward, because if they don't, 2022 is going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a reckoning. So yeah, it is, Monk Chip. But like I said, Monk Chip, I will say that I know on this here channel, we have been sounding the alarm. We have been stating what's coming down the pipe. We have, stayed steadfast in informing anybody who will hear of what's going on, and I think some people in higher positions of power just are not doing that, and that's just, to me, derelict of duty and negligence. But who am I? Who am I? They got to pull and work together to stop the bitch. We'll see. They're gonna have to do some um um they're gonna have to do some soul searching in the Democratic party, and they're gonna have to do more. You can't be happy that you won the White House and have a simple majority in the Senate only by virtue of Kamala Harris's vote. You're gonna have to do more, or there's gonna be a reckoning coming. Um, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but anyway. I've been here, y'all. I thank y'all for being here over here with me. We have laughed, we have joked. Um, this morning I have played through the pain. Um, and I am still here this morning. Probably should not have come on, but I definitely wanted to be committed to you all, bring you all good information and give you all a chance to hear my voice and know that I am well. I am doing well with everything that I had going on this week. I am doing well. Everything is good. So yeah. Questions, comments, concerns, rude remarks, all will be entertained at this time. They still have to do work at all times. They do. Where's Portia at now? What Portia? Not Real Housewives of Atlanta Portia. I don't watch that mess. I do not watch that mess. Mm. 22 is child. It's gonna be a whole mess. I am Monk Chip. I'm gonna get some rest over here. Um, y'all know I love y'all. I love on y'all. As I always say, thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Um, thank you all for doing what you do. Um, thank you so much for those people who gave to the channel, gave to me, Abby and Really B, and different things. I know Lex Mac gave to us to have breakfast or her yesterday. I know Quintessential gave to us a little bit to us to give some to have a drink between the three of us or her. And I thank each and every one of you all that contribute to us because we are very grateful. Ebby and Really we are still here. Um, hopefully I will get up with them before they depart tomorrow morning. But if not, we had a great time. They came to see about me, and so we had a great time. Anyway, Shondo's in the chat. Let me put a Shondo in my own chat. Feel like I ain't put a Shondo in my own chat in so long. Put a Shondo in my own chat. Um, yeah, in addition to everything I had going on this week, I get my second vaccine on Monday. So we'll see how that goes. And whew, all my Florida folks, I'll be in Florida on in 2 weeks on the starting on the 14th. So um I'll be back home on the 14th. All right. Hey Volvo falling out the bushes. Hey everybody. Thank you all so much for being here today. That was silly Saturday today. You know what? Because I'm feeling good, you know what? Before I leave, let me see what I got. Let me see what my Instagram got for y'all. Give y'all a quick impromptu um sexy Sunday. Not that I may not give y'all one tomorrow, but give y'all a little sign for for y'all to leave with. Give y'all a little something. This is for if you're not a member of the channel, you don't get to um be a part of Sexy Sundays, but I give you a little sneak peek and preview of some of what we get and some of what we do. Um on Sexy Sunday. Um, there go one for y'all. See what we can give y'all this morning. See what we can give y'all on this morning. As we only got like 3 more minutes in the morning on the East Coast. Give y'all some morning or afternoon inspiration. I'm just scrolling up my Instagram, seeing what comes on there. Ooh, give y'all some morning inspiration. Jason said he's gonna come on and do a sexy Sunday with the women's is. I'll leave that up to him. Give y'all some morning glory. Give y'all some morning glory. See, I be thinking about y'all. I really do. I be thinking about y'all. Child, this okay, this the last one right here. This last one I saw it earlier and I was like, wait a minute. When you said bird, I thought about this last one I just put up there. Um the very last one. Because I'm like, wait a minute, you do realize there's a whole ass forest fire going on behind you. You do realize that, right? But I couldn't even focus on the forest fire because I was focused on other things. Dear God. Do Jesus and do him well. Anyway, we gonna we gonna get up out of here, y'all. Um, that's all I got for today on Silly Saturday. Until next time. Um, until next time. Um, y'all, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. Let me click the button and get out of here. Love y'all.